I'm sorry. Can some
Like, what's up? So yeah, that was I started it.
No, I did.
No, I did. You want me to pull out receipts?
Let me see. Creative, you know.
Good luck with that. Shade. I still can like hear you very blurry or something.
You hear me better now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. What's good, people? This is the Daily Dick Show with Aya and Decory. How are you doing, Miss Aya? How was your weekend?
Hey D, I'm doing really good. My weekend was good and great and not so great, but overall it's amazing. It was amazing. What about you?
My weekend was good. It was great. Actually, it was great. It was really great.
Mm, okay.
But you know, now it's raining, so
Okay. Are you guys in lockdown? Because we are since last Friday, like a week or so now.
yeah, I think ours started really like last night. They told us that we can't really leave out our house. We can only go to the store and to work.
That's weird. Usually they do like 3 days in advance decision. But yeah.
Uh,
Well, and that means what? That you're all stuck at home. So you do what? You do and go, do and go. What? And that means and that means you have time to sit your ass on the couch and watch Daily Dick's show. Boom.
yeah.
So what's the topic, D?
So the topic today is self-love. Self-love.
That is one very beautiful topic. I should give it to you. It was your suggestion, and that's a really good one. Okay, so what is self love? What is love?
What is self-love? I think self-love basically is like, loving yourself and taking care of yourself. It's like self-help, self-care, self-love. It's all into, I feel like that's all into one thing. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Like you want to take care of yourself, take care of your body, your mental. Those are the two important things in your relationships. But to love yourself, you have to love yourself first so you can make other relationships work.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's how you love yourself and how you participate in any relationship, like with the world, not precisely like romantic relationship, but like in general.
Mhm.
Um, do you have one word to describe it? Like, okay, self love for you is in one word.
Self-love for me is life. That's the only way I can explain it, is life, because if you don't love yourself, how can you love the world and stuff behind around you?
You'd be surprised. But yeah, it's not pure, not like true love. It's somewhere there, but it's not fully outside, I would say. That's really good. That's really good. I would say it is more of like appreciation, you know?
Mhm.
So like appreciate like what do you have and the world, like as
Mhm.
you said, like love the world, but like more appreciation because you cannot be all like happy butterflies and like sparkling every single day because that's unhealthy for me because sometimes you do need to
Really.
take a break, reconnect with yourself by yourself or doing favorite things of yours. And I think even those days when you like show self-love to yourself, even though you're not the best version of yourself like in your head, I think the appreciation is still there. Like this is like, okay, I accept it, like the full acceptance as well of yourself because you cannot be perfect. We have this like Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, la la la, where everyone is like posting their best highlights, and it's kind of like catching up with the mind where you're just like, oh, everyone is so perfect, like models. I'm like posing, and I have like fat belly. I don't know, my dick is too small. I don't know, whatever. And you're just like not feeling your best. But I think that inner self-love is just like, it's fine not to feel great all the time, but okay, let's take a pause and think through why and reflect on that. I think this is one good pure message. Okay, we can end podcast now. We said the most important
You
thing.
already said the most interesting things. Like, nah, I think it's just important because you have to take care of yourself, or nobody's gonna take care of you better than you can take care of yourself.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Um, let's talk maybe about more psychology version of that.
Mhm.
Like, do you know any psychological like terms or like levels of reaching that self-love?
I really don't. I think it's just something that you can talk to people who specialize in this, but then you can find it out on your own too.
Right.
So I think it would be like just what you feel is the highest peak of your self love, your self care.
But I faced that it's not that easy. How
No,
did
no,
how did you
it's not
came up
easy.
with the self-love for yourself? Because I remember like in one podcast you did mention that you weren't that confident in yourself back in the day when you were a teenager. Someone told you were ugly or something. Like how did you, as a grown ass man now, like how did you came to the point of self-love? Like how? Because it's always like easy, as you said, like easy go to someone and like, oh, you should like, do the self-love, love yourself is the key. But no one fucking teaches you how to do that. Did you have like self-love class in school,
No.
in uni? Did that teach you that? I was like, we're missing on so many things in school that should be out there for kiddos. Because as an adult, I'm still in my 20s, but I'm hitting dirty 30 this year, and I came to this in 2020 during pandemic. Fully, like I knew what self-love was, but fully I was like, okay.
But I think for me, like I don't truly know the meaning of self love. Like I feel like I give out like my love to people, and I don't never like try to love myself. You know,
Why?
it's just I feel like I'm a loving person. I like to see people smile, especially the ones that I like care about and love. I would do anything to put a smile on somebody's face that I love. But sometimes I think like maybe I should start doing that for myself too. And be
Mm.
selfish with my own self love. Um,
But
Not saying that I won't give it out to.
you just said in the beginning that how can you give love to someone else if you don't love yourself? So
Yeah, I said that. I said that. I contradicted myself. Yes, I know. I
no, I'm not.
contradicted.
I'm not. I'm not throwing shade. I mean,
Oh yeah, I get it. I contradicted myself, but it's not saying that I like. I feel like I can love myself more. I
mm,
love myself, but I feel like I can love myself more than what I do.
amen.
Um, because like you know what your level of self love is, and I think I haven't reached my maximum level of that. I feel like I'm at a point where, I want to project my love on the person that I love more than myself.
Yeah.
And it's
I think
hard.
the more you give, and if you don't give yourself enough, but like you give a lot to people, then you just at some point you burn out.
Yeah, and I think it's hard for me because I'm like awkward. Uh,
You are.
yeah,
Man, with all due respect, I love you, but you are awkward in the
yeah.
best possible way. But you are.
Like I don't catch hints and clues like that, especially when it comes to like just like listening to myself or I feel like I'm bashing myself right now. I'm like doing self hate, like like
Like as you said, like we like you're not loving yourself enough, and I think even people like with like self love still hit the same rock, like with their like pinky toe, toenail, and fuck every single time. So it's not self hate. Like self love has like levels and everything, and like there's no such point as reaching self love. Okay, I'm gonna hit 30. I'm gonna self love myself and let no. It's like constant work, daily fucking work. And it's not that easy. Sheesh, it's hard.
I mean, it is, but it's a balance you do have to find, which I'm still looking for that balance.
And the benefits of that is marvelous. They're groundbreaking. Like, you would feel yourself woke,
Mhm.
at that high level. It's just like all of your fucking seven chakras open and you just like light from my ass everywhere it goes. I was like, ah. So I think that would be a definition of like that higher level. Though it's not like you're reaching it, it's just, okay, cool. Self-love just came in. It's like, hey, level up. It's like constant way not to lose it. And it's a very hard job. And I don't know, how do you, going to my question back,
Mhm.
at what point have you realized that, okay, there, I do want to have, like, I'm lacking self-love, and like, how do you, like, what pushed you to the point where you realize that you need that self-love of yours, especially as a man? It's not out there that much, you know it just start growing, like, oh, men could cry, men should do that, and not just like go to work, earn money, and be, a man, but like self-love goes like human wise. So how did you realize that you need more?
Um, I'm realizing it every day. It's not just I just realized the moment.
But what was there, what was there any point? I think people could do a remix if I'm famous one day with you, and they're just like, and we're gonna be jamming. But yeah, I mean, what, like, did you hit rock bottom at some point? Did you just like, whoa, or was it just like a song? Self love is the best love. I don't know. Think about
No,
it.
I hit rock bottom a lot over quarantine. I was just sitting up here thinking about just my past things that I've done in my life.
Hmm.
Um, and I was talking to my really good friend Valentia, and she was like, you do all this other crazy stuff. She's like, why don't you just like sit down, settle down, calm down, be with one person, and you know, find that self love and find love in somebody else too. Um, and I did that. I'm doing that, trying to do it, but I don't think I have a grip on the situation as best as I want. And when it comes to like me, myself, I think that I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm realizing I need to love myself so I can love the other person better than I do now. You know,
Amen.
because
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like it's not enough, but I need to. I
Think that within yourself, or is it like pressure of the world that you're not loving yourself enough, or is it like coming within, inside, or outside?
I think it's coming from inside and outside and just the world in general. The pressures that you have, like, oh, you're 30 and you don't have kids, or you think this type of way, and it's just things that it's kind of like it's just the pressures of the world. I look at it like, yeah, I'm 30, but I kind of grew up in a crazy situation, which it's just a lot of stuff that happened, and it takes a lot to grow from that. And I feel like I grew a lot. I grew a lot,
Mhm.
but it's still more self-love, self-care that needs to be done on my part.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we all like that. It's not like you're just like the only one. And I appreciate you sharing it with everyone, because it's very sensitive topic, and I think it's very brave and encouraging to talk about it, like especially as a man. Because you know me, I can talk on and on and on about like everything ever. Just give me the topic. But this is like very unique and sincere, like just
to be out there and like sharing. And I mean, you have very manly people who follow you on Instagram, like probably like, you know, your muscles and everything, but you're a very like nice and kind guy, and you deserve to have that like self-love, because not because society pushes you, but because I think the reason is like the more society pushes you, the more you want to escape it. And once you figure out like there's not self love enough in you, you just start looking for it.